Welcome to Darlington Speedway, the track that is too tough to tame. I am your host, Crazy Dallas, here for the Bass Pro Shops 350. Yet again, once I said, here at Darlington. And today is going to be a super good race. You're going to see some Darlington throwbacks and some awesome racing. There will be a lot of wall scrapes, I have a feeling, today. So yeah, I'm really excited, guys. This is the fourth race of the season. The point standings are looking pretty good and intense. The racing is getting more intense. But of course, without further ado, we always got to take a look at the beautiful tracks that your boy makes for the CDCS races. Here is Darlington. They start off on the back stretch. There's turns 3 and 4, and then there's the finish line. We put some looks like some fake grass almost coming into turn 1 there, so that way the cars can slow down after they cross the finish line, so they don't try to wreck after they cross the finish line. So there's that. Quick shout out to Denny Hamlin for winning the pole for the 2026 Bass Pro Shops 350 for the Crazy Dallas Cup Series here at Darlington Speedway. Denny Hamlin, your pole setter, came really close to winning last week, but he has the pole this week. And here's a look at all tenure segments. We have 40 cars today. 39 of the 40 cars are full-time drivers. The only car that's not a full-timer, the part-time driver, is that red, white, and blue car. That number 95 on the far top right, that's Carson Quapple making the second Cup Series start here in the CDCS Series. He is your only non-points driver that's racing today. And so, yeah. Should be pretty fun to look at the segments today. But we're going to start off with segment number 1, where we have the Sport Clips Denny Hamlin 11 car, your pole setter. Then we have the Fast and All / Bodyguard number 17, Chris Buescher. Then we have Austin Dillon's number 3, Toys for Tots car. And then Ross Chastain in his Trackhouse car for Trackhouse Racing in the number 1 car. This is going to be a fun segment. 1 Toyota, 1 Ford, 2 Chevys. We're going to go ahead and start off the race. And as always, the green flag is going to be coming out to start off the Bass Pro Shops 350, where Denny Hamlin will be your pole setter, and he is going to lead lap 1. Darlington, by the way, will have 4 laps until we go to the main event. So there will be 4 laps for each segment. I just want to point that out there because the races can be different with the laps. So, yeah, let's do it. Well, Denny Hamlin did not have a very good restart. Look at Chastain giving Chris Buescher the push on the outside lane there, a little draft bump or something, just a little push. And that gives Chris Buescher the lead already. Denny Hamlin, the outside lane is actually the preferred lane here at Darlington. So Hamlin, we'll see how he does on the outside lane, but Chris Buescher looking strongest so far in that 17 car. Wow, I don't think it gets any better than this. Look at this clean racing. Look at Austin Dillon giving the 11 car a push. Little crossover. Hamlin barely able to get it. No, just kidding. Chris Buescher's got it. You guys thought. Chris Buescher still takes the lead, as Denny Hamlin's still stuck in second place. Man, that was a great lap right there between Buescher and Hamlin. And Chastain and Dillon are even battling for third. With 2 laps to go, it's Buescher, Hamlin, Chastain, Austin Dillon. Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin, they get the segment win. Look at Hamlin here getting sideways in front of Buescher and Chastain. Dillon nowhere to go. He's trying to pass these cars. And look at this finish between Chastain and Buescher for second place. It looked like it was Chastain for second. By the looks of it, by like a thousandth of a second, it looks like. Yeah, there it is. Chastain does take second by 0.002 seconds. Very close finish right there between him and Buescher. And Dillon gets fourth. All right, segment number 2. Ryan Blaney qualified second. This is the second time Blaney has been really close to winning a pole, but he's just fell just short of it. Chase Elliott and his Lumar Darlington throwback to Casey Kane / Bill Elliott looking nice. Bubba Wallace and Riley Herbst's teammates. So let's see what happens next. Here for segment number 2. All right, just like segment number 1, a lot of clean passing. Ryan Blaney gets the segment win for Team Penske. That's Team Penske's 9th segment win already this season, I'm pretty sure. It's going to reach double digits very soon, I have a feeling. Bubba Wallace was able to take second from Chase Elliott. Elliott kind of struggled at that last lap. He fell down to third, and then Riley Herbst, of course, finished fourth. All right, segment number 3, Tyler Reddick has been struggling a lot this season. He's 30th in points right now. Reddick needs a really good day today. If Reddick can win today or at least finish a top 10, he will jump up in the point standings. Another car that's struggling is the Christopher Bell 20 car. He's also struggling. He needs a good points day. And then Stenhouse doing well in the points. Johnson's doing all right too. Let's get it going for segment number 3. Wow, look at this. Take a look at a replay here. Tyler Reddick sideways in front of Johnson and Stenhouse. Christopher Bell is still leading. That was a very interesting lap. Bell had a huge lead right there over those guys. We are going to witness something good coming up, though. But anyways, coming to, I believe, 2 to go. It's Bell, Reddick, Stenhouse, and Johnson. Beautiful move by Tyler Reddick. A beautiful crossover move. Gets Tyler Reddick his first segment win of the season. Christopher Bell stays in second. Jimmy Johnson able to take third from Ricky Stenhouse. Stenhouse in fourth. And now let's move on to segment number 4 where we have William Byron. He looked really well in qualifying, but Byron said his car was really tight during practice before qualifying, especially on the turns. So let's see if Byron can do good in today's race. He's going to need another good points day. He's third in points, but he's going to want to pass Briscoe and Elliott, who are your first two. And then we got Josh Berry's throwback car, Shane Van Gisbergen in his track house, and Justin Haley getting his throwback to Corey LaJoie, the Stacking Pennies car. Wow, I was not expecting the finish of this segment. Justin Haley gets his first ever segment win at Darlington. Justin Haley's only had 2 segment wins, one being at Daytona, one being at Talladega. This is Justin Haley's first segment win outside of a super speedway. SVG second, Josh Berry third, William Byron. We were talking about his car. It might be tight or loose in the turn, and looked like it was really bad. So Byron fourth. All right, segment number 5. We have Chase Briscoe in the number 19. Throwback. Looked really strong in qualifying. Only 3 points behind Chase Elliott for the point standings. Let's see if he can have another good day of racing. Zane Smith also doing well in the point standings. Then Carson Hocevar and then Ty Dillon. Caution is out on the track for the first time today. Looks like we are El Reco free though. Carson Hocevar sideways in front of Ty Dillon on the backstretch on the outside lane there. Not sure what happened. We're going to need a replay here. There's Hocevar. Looked like Ty Dillon maybe got into Hocevar there on the outside lane. Either way, Zane Smith had a huge run on the outside lane, it looked like. So he took the lead from Chase Briscoe. Coming to 3 laps to go, I believe. It's Hocevar third, Ty Dillon fourth. Boy, oh boy, what a nice segment that was. Chase Briscoe gets another segment win for Joe Gibbs Racing. Looking strong in the point standings. Briscoe looking to have another great day and maybe even another top 10 if he's lucky. Zane Smith second, Ty Dillon third, Carson Hocevar fourth. Alright, Joey Logano in the 22 Pennzoil car. Looked really strong in qualifying here in segment number 6. He was your winner last week. Or last race, at Bristol. He's looking to have another good day here at Darlington. A.J. Allmendinger second, Priest third, Ely fourth. Let's do it. Boy, oh boy, for this being Darlington, you would think there'd be at least a few El Recos by now, but no, El Reco free still. Joey Logano gets the segment win. A.J. Allmendinger with a strong second place finish. Priest in third, Ely in fourth. Here's a look at our next segment. Kyle Busch had a great qualifying, qualified 7th. That's his best qualifying in the CDCS series since 2023, where he qualified 10th at Echo Park back in 2023. And then Alex Bowman second, Eric Jones third, Justin Allgaier fourth. Let's do it. Oh no! Caution is on the track for our first El Reco. Who is it? I think it's Kyle Busch. It is. Oh my goodness. Kyle Busch, qualified 7th, was leading segment number 7 here. Was looking really strong in that 8 Lucas Oil car for RCR. He's side by side with Allgaier here. It looked like Allgaier just misjudged the gap between him and Busch there. Here's another quick replay. You can see Allgaier tries to go to the inside before the turn. Not sure if he knew Kyle Busch was there. Maybe it was a blind spot in Justin Allgaier's mirror. Either way, sucks for Kyle Busch. And he will not get very many points today. But gotta love the effort in qualifying, of course. Well, that changed everything with the white flag being out for Justin Allgaier. Let's see if he can get his second segment win of the season. Eric Jones in second. He's doing really good in the point standings. I think he's like in the top 7 or so. And then Alex Bowman, let's see what he can do on this final lap. Wow, the outside lane, I can say, worked for Alex Bowman and Eric Jones. Eric Jones gets the segment win. Alex Bowman able to squeeze through Justin Allgaier for second. Allgaier with a disappointing third-place finish. And let's move on to segment number 8, where we have Ty Gibbs. Qualified pretty well in that 54 car. Was really close to winning last week at Bristol. Finished second. He is doing really good in the point standings right now. Another guy that's doing all right in the point standings is Todd Gillen. Suarez really struggling in the point standings, and as well as Truex. Caution is out on the track. Yellow flag out. Let's see what happened. No El Reco. There's Todd Gillen. There's Truex. There's Daniel Suarez. It's Ty Gibbs. He's off the track. He's on his wheels. He's still in the race. He's backwards. Looks like we're not going to get a replay. I don't know why. Okay. Well, all I can say is for you guys, it looks like Ty Gibbs just fell off the track somehow. But Todd Gillen, your leader, coming a few laps left. Truex second, Suarez third, Gibbs fourth. Caution is out on the track again, but this time it's an El Reco. Daniel Suarez out of the race. He wrecked right where Kyle Busch wrecked. Boy, turn 3 must be the deadly sin of this track. Here's a replay. Looking for the segment win. Todd Gillen just cuts him off. Just like Justin Allgaier did with Kyle Busch. Unbelievable. Suarez already struggling in the point standings. He's going to have a bad day. Dang, that sucks. Todd Gillen's going to win the segment. Looking strong, though, in that 34 car, I can't lie. Gibbs able to recover from 4th to 2nd after falling off the track. And Truex 3rd. Martin Truex 3rd. Alright, segment number 9, we have Kyle Larson. This is his best qualifying ever at Darlington in the CDCS series. Let's see if Larson can have a good points day. Another guy that needs a good points day is Brad Keselowski. And then Michael McDowell and Cody Ware, all these guys need a good points day. Well, all I can say is that with being, 6 segments El Reco free to now 3 segments in a row with an El Reco is delusional. But look at this. Cody Ware is upside down. He's on his side roof coming in turn 3. But this time he's on the inside part of the track. Here's a replay. He's side by side with McDowell. It looked like McDowell just, yet again, just like the other 2 wrecks, just misjudged the gap or just cut him off. Turn 3 is really deadly for that inside lane as Cody Ware out of the race. He wasn't doing too bad in the point standings, but now he'll be struggling after this race, unfortunately for him. But with a few laps left, it's Kyle Larson, your leader. Brad Keselowski still hanging in there in second. Michael McDowell, he needs a good points day too. If he wants to get in the All-Star race, he's going to need a good points day today with white flag out. He's done it. Brad Keselowski gets the segment win. That is a huge segment win for Brad K. He's honestly really struggling in the point standings right now. Sort of. I don't even think he's in the top 20 right now, but he got it. Larson second, McDowell third. Alright, here's our last segment. This is where we have our part-time driver. But first, Austin Cindric qualified 10th, had a great qualifying. Let's see if he can have another good race. I think he's like 5th or 6th in points. He's doing good so far this season. John Nemechek, he is in last place right now in the point standings. He needs a good day at the points. Same thing with Noah Gragson. And then, of course, our part-time driver in the 95 Levine Family Racing car, Carson Kvapil, making a second Cup Series start for the Crazy Dallas Cup Series. Team Penske, Austin Cindric, they get the segment win. Team Penske gets the sweep for the segment wins, and that'll give Team Penske 11 segment wins. That is the most a team has now this season officially by like 3 segments wins. That's crazy. Nemechek second, Gragson third, and Carson Kvapil fourth. Alright, so now we're going to have all our cars that finish 4th place and race them into 2 segments. So we have 7 cars, and obviously Kyle Busch, Cody Ware, and Daniel Suarez, they would have been in here, but they all wrecked out, if that makes sense. So we're going to have 1 segment of 4 cars and 1 segment of 3 cars, if that makes sense, because I'm not explaining it, because I explain this thing every single race we do in the CDCS series. Alright, our first segment for the 4th race, we have Austin Dillon. Then we have the 47 car, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Then we have the 44 car, J.J. Ely. And then our part-time driver, racing again, Carson Kvapil. Didn't look very good the last race, so let's see if he can do good this race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for Hayek Motorsports delivers and gets the segment win, and he will advance to the thirds. J.J. Ely second, Austin Dillon third, Carson Kvapil fourth. Kind of a disappointing finish for Dillon. I was expecting him to at least win the segment or at least get second, but no, third. Third for the 3 car. Here's our second segment. We have Riley Herbst in the 35, 24 car, William Byron. Carson Hocevar 77 car, Herbst doing really bad in the point standings. He needs to advance here. But Byron and Hocevar, they're both doing really well in the point standings. They don't want to screw around here. Wow, that is a huge win for William Byron. He will advance to the thirds race in his Hendrick Motorsports 24 car. Carson Hocevar, unfortunately for him, he won't have a very good points day, but it's better than last. And he will finish second in this segment, and then Riley Herbst with a disappointing third place finish. Yet again, Herbst maybe not going to be the car that will be in the All-Star race unless he wins or something. But now that we're done with the Force race, we'll be right back after these messages. Are you wanting to take your main squeeze out on a date, but all your skrill has left you out? Well, I have a solution. Don't worry about that, because the Crazy Dallas Cup Series has you covered for fun, racing, action, and entertainment that you will never get sick of. Thank you. Have you been accused of a law that you did not commit? Well, then you need to get on the phone and call the law offices of Harry, Dingle, and Barry. Been serving you since 2002. Call Harry, Dingle, and Barry. Call Harry, Dingle, and Barry. Hey, you guys, it's your boy Crazy Dallas. Real quick before we get back to the racing, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 1,030 plus subscribers now. We have been on fire the last 3 or so weeks with subscribers. So I just want to really thank you guys. And we are already 1/3, basically, to 1,100 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. It really means the world to me. I'm just super happy we finally got 1,000 subs now. And the party is still here for you guys and me. So, there's that. But now, we'll continue back to the racing action. I just wanted to say thank you guys yet again. Thank you. Alright guys, now that we are back, we're going to take all our third place cars that raced in the before the Force race, and we're going to race all of them into separate segments, just like the Force cars. Obviously, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and William Byron are the two cars that had to advance from the Force to get here. So they are going to have to maneuver their way past some of these third cars, if it's even possible, to get them to the seconds. You have to win your segment to get to the seconds. Alright, first segment of the thirds, Chase Elliott. Kind of struggled that last lap. He was actually looking alright. And then that last lap, Chase's car was reportedly a little loose on the turn, just like William Byron's car, his teammate. So let's see how he does. Ty Dillon second, Martin Truex Jr. third, Noah Gragson fourth. Chase Elliott, Hendrick Motorsports get another segment win today. That is a huge segment advancement for Chase Elliott, and Chase Elliott will be going to the seconds. Ty Dillon just short will finish second place. Martin Truex Jr. finishes third, and Noah Gragson finishes fourth. So Chase Elliott will be going and advancing to the seconds. Who will he be joining? Let's see in the next couple segments. Here's our second segment. We have Chris Buescher. He's doing not the best in the point standings, but not horrible. Let's see if he can have a good points day today. Justin Allgaier will be starting second. Michael McDowell's third. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. had to advance his way here, so he'll be in fourth. Caution is out on the track. Let's see what happened. Looks like Justin Allgaier might be your leader. Looks like it's Stenhouse. He's stuck on the wall coming out of turn 4. Maybe it looked like he hit the wall. Not sure if he broke a toe link. He's still out there. So he didn't El Reco out, but he'll be still in fourth. But Justin Allgaier is your leader. Chris Buescher in second. Michael McDowell in third. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Not sure what happened, like I said, but he hit the wall or something. He'll be in fourth. Caution is out on the track again, back-to-back laps. This time it's Michael McDowell. There's Buescher, there's Allgaier, there's Stenhouse Jr. It's Michael McDowell. He's stuck on the outside wall as well, a little bit closer to the finish line than Stenhouse. So now Stenhouse will be in third. And coming to the inimitable White flag. Buscher leading. Allgaier second. Stenhouse third. McDowell fourth. Excuse me, 2 laps to go. I'm sorry. RFK Racing, Chris Buescher gets the segment win. It's been a pretty good day so far for RFK, with Kozlowski already going to the B main, Chris Buescher going to the seconds, joining Chase Elliott, and then Stenhouse second after recovering from that wall hit. Allgaier falls down to third, and Michael McDowell fourth. Here's a look at our last segment, Jimmy Johnson. He's doing actually pretty well in the point standings right now. Let's see if we can get another good race today here at Darlington. And that number 84 car for Legacy. Josh Berry in second needs another good points day as well. Same thing with Ryan Preece. And then William Byron had to advance his way here. He's third in points. Let's see how he does this race. Oh, the yellow flag is out. The caution is out on the track. There's Johnson. He's your leader. Byron looks like he might be second. Barry third. It's Ryan Preece. He's stuck on the outside wall, just like McDowell and Stenhouse last segment. Can we get a replay this time, please? Thank you. He's side by side. He gives Byron a little push there coming into the turn. There's Johnson. He's side by side. Barry, it looked like he fell off the track. It looked like Barry got loose on the turn and fell down in the apron and then hit Preece by accident, of course. And look at this. 3 cars on that outside lane. Johnson has no help. I believe this is the white flag. Yeah, white flag is out. William Byron's got help here. Can he get it? He did it! William Byron gets the segment win! Wow! That is crazy. Hendrick Motorsports dominating all of a sudden. It looked like Chase Elliott and William Byron were both not even going to get a top 20, but maybe they are now. Unless they El Reco, of course. Josh Berry gets second. It'll be okay points day for him. Same thing with Jimmy Johnson. Ryan Preece, though. I have no idea what happened with him. He was looking good until not. All right, here's a look at all your second place cars / wildcard cars that had to advance to here. We have Chastain, Wallace, Bell, SVG, Zane Smith, Allmendinger, Bowman, Gibbs, Nemechek, Larson. And then you have your 3 cars that advanced their way to get here. The wildcard cars, to be specific, Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, and William Byron. So all 4 Hendrick Motorsport cars are in this one. Bowman, Larson, Elliott, and Byron. Odds are one of them's at least not going to make it, right? Let's find out. Here's your first segment. It's Christopher Bell. In second place will be SVG. Third place starting will be AJ Allmendinger. And fourth place starting will be John Nemechek. All of these guys need a good points day. All these guys are not doing the best in the point standings. So whoever wins this segment, it's going to have a good points day. I have a good feeling. Joe Gibbs Racing, Christopher Bell takes the segment win. You'll be hearing Joe Gibbs Racing, Team Penske, Hendrick a lot this season for the segment wins. John Nemechek goes from 4th to 2nd in the segment. SVG falls down to 3rd in the segment, and AJ Allmendinger just struggling in the point standings. He just cannot find any good speed so far this season. He'll be in 4th. Here's segment number 2. The rest of the segments are only 3 cars. Here in this segment, we have Ross Chastain in the number 1 Trackhouse. He's actually doing pretty decent in the point standings. He's in the top 20 right now. As long as he has a good points day, he should be able to make the All-Star race. Zane Smith in second, Bowman in third. Let's do it. Caution is out. Zane Smith's your leader. Bowman's in second. Chastain is in third. He is stuck on the wall on the outside lane, probably a good 2 inches from the finish line. Look at Bowman here. Alex Bowman gets loose in front of the pack here, in front of both guys. Then he goes down to the inside on the apron. Chastain just has nowhere to go. Zane Smith able to pass Bowman on the outside lane, and that'll give Zane Smith the lead. Coming to, of course, the iconic white flag. Alex Bowman going to get pushed by Ross Chastain on the outside lane here. Bowman needs the segment win probably the most. He did it! Hendrick Motorsports gets another segment win. How are they doing it? Alex Bowman gets the segment win. Ross Chastain able to pass Zane Smith at the last second for second place even. Zane Smith still going to have a decent points day, but still finishes third. Here's our next segment. We have Bubba Wallace in the 23 Lidos car. He's struggling in the point standings. He needs a good race today. Kyle Larson, he's in the top 10 in the point standings right now. He's looking to exceed his way in the top 8 maybe even after today's race. And same thing with William Byron. He's in third in the points. Boy, oh boy, Hendrick Motorsports dominating all of a sudden here in the seconds. Kyle Larson gets the segment win, and he will advance to the B main with all those other guys that won. William Byron, but Wallace just short. All right, Ty Gibbs. This is your last segment. Ty Gibbs in the top 5 in the point standings. Can he get this segment win? Chase Elliott, your points leader, has a 3-point advantage over Chase Briscoe. And then Chris Buescher, he needs the segment win the worst, though. He is doing really bad in the point standings. Let's see if Buescher can maybe get the win. Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott, they get another segment win. Wow. If I had a nickel every time Hendrick Motorsports and Team Penske and Joe Gibbs won today, I'd be making a couple bucks at least. Ty Gibbs finishes second, Chris Buescher third, Chase Elliott gonna join those other guys that won their other segments in this round. And they're all going to go to the B main, which is the round before the points race. But before that, we'll be right back after these messages. Are you too old for life? Are you sick of life and think life sucks sometimes? And you don't want to go to a retirement home when you get older in the future? Well, don't worry about that. Because Green Chairs has you covered. for
for
entertainment,
awesome
games, and
entertainment
possibly
for
a strip
elderly
club.
that will never
Green
get sick
chairs
of
for the
fun
elderly
games,
that cannot stand
and maybe
life.
possibly a strip club.
Baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Jalapenos, baby back ribs. Yum, yum, yum. Come get your baby back ribs here at Jalapenos Famous Restaurant. Always yummy food everywhere you go here. Jalapenos. Are you broke? Are you hungry? Well, I have just the cheap food for you. Come to Dan's Subs where you'll get really good sandwiches and that are only $10 at most. Dan's Subs. Hungry yet? Boy, oh boy, do we love those commercials, guys. Anyways, here we are at the B main where we will have all of these cars race in separate segments, and then the winners of these segments will go to the main event where you can win the Bass Pro Shops 350 here at Darlington. So, looks like we're going to have probably 4 segments of 4 cars by the looks of it. So, it looks like we have 16 cars going to battle it out. No, I'm sorry, 14 cars it looks like. But either way, let's go ahead and move on to segment number 1. Your pole setter, Denny Hamlin, in that Sport Clips car. Looked absolutely strong in that first segment we saw of today's race. Joey Logano in second, Todd Gillen third, Bowman fourth. Had to advance his way to here. Let's see if he can have a good finish in today's race. Caution is on the track. We have a big wreck on the track for an El Reco. We haven't seen one of those in a little bit. Hamlin's going to win to get to the main event. And who is it? Is it Todd Gillen? Where is Todd Gillen at? Trying to find him. He's off the track. He's out of it. He's on his roof. Let's take a look at what happened. He's on the stove top. Hamlin's going to win the segment. This is not a good replay. It looked like he may have just fell off the track. I'm not sure if he had help with that or not. Logano's going to join Hamlin, and they're going to go to the main event. Bowman will sit in third. Todd Gillen out of the race. Wow, disappointing finish for Todd Gillen. Not going to be a good point state for him. Hamlin, Logano going to automatically advance to the main event, and then it depends what happens with the other segments. But Bowman still has a chance to go to the main event, but it's kind of slim. But it's not impossible. So we'll see what happens with Bowman later in today's race after these segments. Here's our second segment. Ryan Blaney started second in this race in qualifying. Has a great car. Chase Briscoe going to start in second. Also has a good car. And then we have Brad Keselowski, who needs a really good points day here. And then Kyle Larson had to advance his way here. Wow, take a look at this photo finish between the 5 car of Kyle Larson and the 6 car of Brad Keselowski. Ryan Blaney, your leader. Chase Briscoe's in second. Look at this finish. It looked like it was Larson. Yes, it was definitely Kyle Larson. There it is. Kyle Larson gets it. He's in third now. Keselowski kind of struggling that 6 car. Not sure what's going on with that 6 car, but he's not performing the best off of that turn. But Ryan Blaney holding off Chase Briscoe pretty well here for first place, coming a few laps to go. Team Penske, Ryan Blaney, they are going to go and win their way to get to the main event. Chase Briscoe also going to the main event, trying to pass Chase Elliott in the point standings for the lead for the point standings. Kyle Larson third, Brad Keselowski fourth. We'll see if they get in the main event, but the chances are pretty slim unless we have more than 2 El Recos. In these last remaining segments, here's our third segment out of 4. We have Tyler Reddick, qualified third, looking really strong in that 45 car. Might even be a winning car today's race. Tyler Reddick really needs a good points day. He's doing really bad in the point standings right now. Austin Cindric second, and Chase Elliott in third. Wow, take a look at a replay here. Reddick's your leader. Austin Cindric, Chase Elliott. Look at this finish. Cindric on the outside lane, able to pass Reddick by about a little less than half a car length. So Austin Cindric is going to be your leader with 3 laps to go. Man, this has been a great race, but Tyler Reddick's in second, Chase Elliott still in third. Let's see what happens. Wow, take a look at a finish here. Tyler Reddick going to the main event, but look at the battle between Cindric and Elliott to win, for an advancement to the main event. Look how close this finish is. Chase Elliott was in front of Cindric before coming in the turn, and Cindric had some momentum. Here's another replay. This was so close. This might be the closest finish ever in CDCS history. I mean, I can't even tell who won it, even in slow-mo. There's Elliott, there's Cindric, there's the line right there, that black Sharpie mark right there. I think it's Cindric. Yeah, Cindric! Gonna go to the main event! Wow, Cindric by 0.001 seconds over Chase Elliott. So Chase Elliott, he still has a chance to go to the main event, but it's very slim, though, unfortunately for him. But he still has a chance, but we have one more segment left. That being Justin Haley in the 7 car. This is his best run yet in the CDCS series. He's second and last in points right now. He needs a really good finish here. Eric Jones going to start second, Christopher Bell third. In order for one of those Hendrick cars or Chase Elliott or any of those cars to try to advance, 2 of these 3 cars here need a El Reco. Oh, that's big. That is big for Hendrick Motorsports. Caution, El Reco. Christopher Bell, your leader. Who is it? It's Justin Haley. He was doing so good in the point standings. Oh, it's Eric Jones too. Wow. So we are going to have a battle. We are still going to have another segment. Take a look what happened here. We're still going to have a segment for whoever goes to the main event. It looked like the wall got impacted by the cars there between Haley and Jones. They both fall off the track, and Bell, your leader. Wow. So we will have Keselowski, Larson, Elliott, and I believe Bowman. All those guys are going to race. And one of those 4 cars is going to go to the main event. So all those guys have a chance. It's a miracle for those guys. But Christopher Bell still has 1 lap to go. All right, now it's official. Christopher Bell going to go to the main event for Joe Gibbs Racing. This is Christopher Bell's first possible top 10 this year. Christopher Bell has been really struggling in the point standings, just been collected in a lot of wrecks that he did not try to get in. But either way, here is your segment of 4 cars. Chase Elliott first, Kyle Larson second, Alex Bowman third, Brad Keselowski fourth. Elliott, that 9 car, Larson, that 5 car, Bowman, that 48 car. They are all teammates for Hendrick, but only one of these 4 cars here advanced to the main event. So it's do or die here for these guys, but I'm mostly looking at Bowman and Keselowski. Both those guys need this advancement the best. Well, technically I should be saying the worst, but yeah. Let's see what happens 4 laps. Oh, here's a replay. Larson, Elliott for the lead. With only like 2 laps to go, I think. Keselowski's going to be in third. There it is. The caution's out. I was waiting for the caution flag to come out for Alex Bowman. Bowman is on the track, but he's stuck on the apron coming on to turn 4. Not sure what happened, but we're not going to get a replay. It doesn't look like. But Chase Elliott able to beat Larson by 0.002 seconds. Look how close that is. Yeah, no replay for Alex Bowman, unfortunately, but he's still in it, so it really doesn't matter. But it's going to be Elliott, Larson, Keselowski, and Bowman. That is your order right now. And with 3 laps to go, it's Elliott leading, trying to get to the main event. Caution is out on the track for another El Reco. Who is it? There's Elliott and Larson. There's Keselowski, and it's Alex Bowman. He's upside down. He did cross the finish line, but it looked like he wrecked before he crossed it. Here is a look at a replay. He's side by side with Keselowski, trying to pass Keselowski on the outside lane. Here they come down the turn. It's Larson leading, Elliott second. Bowman's on his roof on the turn. Keselowski pushing Bowman the whole way. And unfortunately for Alex Bowman, from being a possible top 10 finish for Bowman today, he will go left home El Reco and lose about probably a good 30 points. So, he just lost 30 points from that. But Larson, your leader. Elliott second. Keselowski third. White flag is out. Keselowski picks the outside lane. He's going to push Chase Elliott. Keselowski obviously hoping both these guys wreck. Chase Elliott trying to get past Larson, and then Larson trying to get past both these guys. It's going to be a really, really fun lap. White flag. Let's do it. Caution is out on the track, and that is going to do it. Kyle Larson in the number 5 going to the main event, and the cautions for Keselowski. He's off the track coming into turn 3. He's on his wheels, though. So, unlike Bowman, Keselowski will at least have a good finish today. Looks like we're not going to get a replay, but it really doesn't matter. Kyle Larson in the Hendrick Motorsports number 5 Chevrolet going to the main event. That is huge for Larson. Elliott going to have a good points day. He's going to be in second. Elliott is going to get a top 10 today, as well as Keselowski. All right, you guys know what time it is. That's right. It's main event time, where we're going to have all 8 of our drivers here that all advance to the main event, race for the win. There will be 10 laps here at Darlington. Hamlin going to start in first, because he was your pole setter. Blaney's going to start in second. Reddick's going to start third. Bell will be fourth. Logano will be fifth. Briscoe sixth. Austin Cindric will be seventh. And then Kyle Larson with the lucky advancement over Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, and the 2 El Recos that happened with Haley and Jones, and even beat Bowman. He's going to be 8th. It is a miracle run. And Kyle Larson's the only Chevrolet in this one. There's a lot of Toyotas and Fords. Wow, first lap of the main event. Take a look at this. Reddick pushing Hamlin. Hamlin gets turned a little bit by Blaney. Able to save it. Able to get in front of Reddick. Here comes Blaney for third over Logano. Reddick has to make sure he blocks Blaney for second. A lot of defensive moves by the Toyota so far in this race. I mean, that is just some great defense by Hamlin and Reddick there over the Fords. So it's going to be Hamlin first, Reddick second, Blaney third, Logano fourth, Cindric fifth. We have all three Team Penske cars in this one, them being the 12, 22, and 2. And then we have three Joe Gibbs Racing cars in this one, them being the 11 car of Hamlin, your leader, the 20 car of Bell, and then the 19 car of Briscoe, and then Kyle Larson, the standalone man, the only Chevrolet, and for Hendrick Motorsports is in 8th. Caution is out on the track for another El Reco, and who is it? There's Hamlin, there's Reddick, there's Logano, Blaney, Briscoe, Bell, Larson. It's got to be, yep, it's Cindric. Austin Cindric upside down, off the track. He's on top of the stove top. Let's take a look at a replay here. Hamlin does not get a very good restart here. Reddick's going to be your leader. And it looked like they all got bunched up before the turn. Briscoe did not have a good finish there. He'll be in 7th place. And Austin Cindric goes from a possible win to a automatic DNF, which means he will not get very many points today. That is a bad points day for Cindric. He was looking really good too. But coming to, I believe, 7 laps. Yeah, 7 laps to go. It's Reddick, your leader, has been looking really strong all day. Hamlin, his owner/teammate, is in 2nd. Logano 3rd. Blaney 4th. Bell 5th. Larson 6th. And then Chase Briscoe 7th. I tell you guys what, Reddick and Bell need the win the most. Man, oh man, take a look at Joey Logano here, who was in 2nd, then he got passed for 3rd. He is upside down. Did he wreck before he crossed finish line? He's not on it. He's only on his side until after the finish line. There it is. Logano's still in the race by half a car length. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. If that finish line was another 3 inches farther away, Logano would have been out of the race. Logano caught a lucky break there, probably the luckiest non-El Reco / caution we have had so far this season. But with coming to 5 to go, it's Reddick first, Hamlin second, Logano third, Bell fourth, Ryan Blaney falls down to 5th, Chase Briscoe able to pass Kyle Larson for 6th. Kyle Larson, the only Chevrolet, trying to get a top 5 at least for Hendrick. He's in 7th place. Reddick, your leader, doing really bad in the point standings. He needs this win bad, as well as Bell. Caution is out on the track. We got a pretty massive wreck behind Tyler Reddick, your leader. Let's see what happened. Logano, Blaney both sideways in front of Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell. And there's Chase Briscoe. He's stuck on the track. Oh, Denny Hamlin's off the track. He's on his wheels. Whoa, what happened to Hamlin? He's your pole setter. Oh, no. Hamlin gets a good jump here by Bell. His teammate trying to push him to the lead. Reddick side by side. Oh, that could have been bad for Hamlin. How did Hamlin survive that? Oh, my goodness. That changes everything. Hamlin went from being 1st place possibly there to 7th. And with only there being a few laps left, specifically 4 laps to go, Tyler Reddick still your leader, looking strong in that 45 car. Joey Logano up to 2nd now, Blaney up to 3rd, Bell up to 4th, Larson able to pass Briscoe for 5th there too, Briscoe in 6th, Hamlin in 7th. Oh man, take a look at a replay here from this lap here, coming to 3 laps to go. Tyler Reddick doing a great job blocking Blaney here. Look at Larson passing Logano. Look at Denny Hamlin. Hamlin goes from 7th place up to 4th. He passed 3 cars there in only one lap. That is crazy. So Reddick's your leader, Blaney 2nd, Larson 3rd, Hamlin up to 4th. Logano drops from 2nd to 5th. Bell in 6th, Briscoe in 7th. Man, and 3 laps to go. Oh man, guys, all I can say is that this is Darlington. You're going to see a lot of wrecks. Look at Tyler Reddick here in the 45, your leader. Blocking Larson and Blaney very clean. And, trying to play defense is not very clean racing, especially at Darlington. But Tyler Reddick has been doing such a good job. 2 laps to go for Tyler Reddick. Look at Kyle Larson. Up to 2nd now. Can Hendrick Motorsports, the only Chevrolet from this main event, can they get the win and steal it? Or can Blaney get it in 3rd? Let's see what happens with 2 to go. White flag is out for Tyler Reddick for Darlington. The track too tough to tame. The Bass Pro Shops 350. Can Tyler Reddick hold off Kyle Larson, who's in 2nd for the win? Blaney's in 3rd, Bell's in 4th, Logano 5th, Hamlin 6th, and Briscoe still in 7th place. Can Tyler Reddick get a big win? He's been doing really good, clean racing all race, by doing a phenomenal job over all these guys. Here we go, white flag, let's do it. Tyler Reddick does it! He gets the win at Darlington! Look at this replay. Here comes Ryan Blaney for 2nd. He was able to pass Larson for 2nd, just too short of Tyler Reddick. Reddick's your winner. Wow, 60 points today for Reddick. Big points day for Reddick. Blaney gets 2nd. Larson will get 3rd. Logano 4th. Hamlin will get 5th. And then, looks like we got a caution. We should have gotten a caution, Briscoe 6th. Bell 7th. So Tyler Reddick gets the win for the Bass Pro Shops 350 winner 2026 here at Darlington. Tyler Reddick for 23-11 gets the win. Massive win for Reddick. He needed that really bad from the point standings. He's going to jump like 20 spots at least. Here's your finishing order of the main event. Reddick 1st, Blaney 2nd, Larson 3rd, Logano 4th, Hamlin 5th, Briscoe able to pass Bell for 6th, Christopher Bell with a disappointing 7th place finish, but still a good finish for all these guys though. Reddick, Bell going to have massive points, as well as Blaney, Briscoe. Look at Tyler Reddick here, going to do a victory lap backwards. Wow, that was fast. Might have been faster than him going forward. And here's the burnout. Tyler Reddick wins the 2026 Crazy Dallas Darlington race, a.k.a. as known as the Bass Pro Shops 350. Such a massive win for those guys. They've been working really hard all day. They started 3rd. Tyler Reddick started 3rd and was able to get himself to the main event with ease and able to pass his co-owner, Denny Hamlin, and the Team Penske guys and Kyle Larson for the win. And here's a look at your finishing order for all 40 cars, from Tyler Reddick all the way to Stenhouse, and then on the top left, Ty Dillon all the way down to Kyle Busch, who finished dead last today. We did not have that many cars at El Reco today. It looks like we only had 8 cars at El Reco today, which sounds a lot, but actually not too many compared to Daytona, Echo Park, and Bristol. So thank you guys so much for watching the Bass Pro Shops 350, the YouTube Cup / the Crazy Dallas Cup Series here at Darlington Speedway since 1950. And I am honored to say that this is your boy Crazy Dallas, the announcer. We are going to sign out here in the next 10 or so seconds. But like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And get ready for next race, which is the inevitable popular track of Talladega Superspeedway. That should be fun. So get ready for that coming up soon. Goodbye, everybody.